UCLA Anderson School of Management is extremely globalized in terms of its partnerships with universities around the world, the variety of international electives and global travel study programs offered, and of course the fully employed MBA program, which Anderson calls Femba. In Femba's International Field Study course, known as the Global Access Program, or GAP, students assist companies from all over the globe that are typically looking to enter the US market, but some also are looking to enter international markets.
The GAP program is their major project for the year, and the students work for 6 months with a company outside of the US that is looking to do something strategically.
Ultimately, they're going to write a business plan that addresses this action that the company is trying to determine.
We talked to 150 primary research interviewees and talked to real executives.
Some of them are, New Zealand, Australia, Finland, Chile, Spain, Italy. We go all over the place.
GAP student teams have conducted market entry strategies and performed primary research in countries such as China, Russia, Japan, India, Mexico, Europe, and Africa.
I heard about GAP from the Australian regional coordinator for the program, who was also working with one of the companies I'm a director of as the Australian Government Oz Industry advisor. And so he thought that DISOL would be an appropriate company for the GAP program.
New Zealand's been participating in the UCLA Anderson GAP program for around 7 years now. And over that time, probably around 50 New Zealand companies have been able to work with student project teams.
What I hope to get out of my experience with GAP was a deeper understanding of the industry globally that and where we sit in it, and then to see the GAP team so passionate about and engaged in what we do gave me great confidence in the way that the project was going to be carried out.
We wanted to get the students to the point where they had the same information that we had, but without any prejudice or baggage that we might put with it. So we had to strip ourselves bare in a way, go back down, do all of that analysis that you put off as a small company. We gave all that information to the team, and they have just run with it.
You start in June with zero knowledge, and by December you're an expert in polycarbonate plastic sheets.
Our greatest challenge with GAP was trying to put some structure around what is actually a really unstructured business problem. Looking for an expansion strategy for the US. How do they really make a name for themselves and be successful in the US? And turning that into an actionable research program was a really big challenge.
The GAP company I worked with, it was a Chilean company that does outsourcing for banks. And they wanted an international strategy. Through our discussions with them initially, we ended up agreeing to look at the Mexican banking industry to see if that was a viable market for them to enter.
Most of these international companies are trying to come to the United States. They really don't understand the dynamics of the market, and they really need some independent research, we call it primary research, to really give them the facts to back up a big decision, a big financial commitment to come to the United States.
Femba students, so many of them are international and bring international perspective. They're often multilingual, multicultural, bring in a range of experience that they have. They're not just students right out of school, they're students who have had meaningful management positions.
When you unleash 5 MBA for 6 months to investigate the industry with a big emphasis on primary research, you come away with a superb product.
They've set themselves extremely high standards and attained every single one of them. And that's good because it pushes us as a company to attain those really high standards as well. The team has been professional beyond anything that I expected. Intellectual heavyweights, very commercial, very astute, and just with this real passion for our business.
The GAP program impacts businesses this way. We have students who do primary research and a lot of analysis to see where opportunity lies. Some very careful guidance from the faculty with a lot of experience in this area. And then on the presentation date, a very good interaction with judges on the panel, people experienced in venture capital.
With their fresh eyes and new looks, we gain value, I think, in understanding not just the US marketplace, but also a bit about how best practice in work in the US, because in the UCLA program, because that's what they're learning about and that's what they're sharing with us.
Such a strong program, such a great reputation. The quality of the students, of the faculty, just the program in general, it's exceeded my expectations. I've really been impressed.
The GAP program actually gives me a lot of confidence. I recognize now that by talking to enough experts and potential customers, we really can develop expertise very quickly and make some really good recommendations coming out of it.
I consider myself and my company incredibly blessed and fortunate to have been able to work with such dedicated and professional people, and it's really made a significant difference to our organisation.
GAP is a tremendous program, and I think it really adds to the ranking that the Anderson School has, and I think the school really distinguishes itself by having real companies that pay real money to do this. For the minimal financial commitment that the companies make to this, they're getting 10x benefit for the decision.
Los Angeles is one of the most dynamic entrepreneurial cities on earth. And literally this GAP program is becoming a meeting ground for a number of people in the community who are involved with emerging growth companies to exchange ideas. Because it's not only a chance to see students and their new ideas, but a chance to see other companies, especially international companies, interested in America.
My overall impression of the GAP program is, of course, very positive. I think we've actually had a lot of fun, but there are other side benefits. The networking with the other companies from Australia and other companies, the networking with the judges here today as they did the evaluations of the students, all of this added to the positive experience.
It's certainly changed the trajectory of our company moving forward, and I think in our history, when we look back and join the dots, this is going to be a big dot.
I think anybody that really wants to take advantage of the commitment and the cost, time and money they're going to put into this, why not go to the best program in the country?
The Global Access Programme is a terrific example of business beyond usual, and we invite you and your company to consider participating in UCLA Anderson's Global Access Programme as a client organisation.